Alright, let's see what we're wanting done today. Probably event quest, obviously. Event, Rathlos, and Nergigante. Okay. Alright. Do have another person that should be joining me in just a moment, so I'm gonna hold off on doing too much. Oh, I know one thing I need to do. Workshop.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
So I went down there and talked to the people that tell us what the daily thing is. Have you done that yet?
No, I haven't.
Alright. Pretty much, it's like 3 event quests, which, can do whatever event quest we feel like for that. Thing we need to take out like 2 Rathalos, and we have to beat a Nergigante.
I feel like I'm gonna mess up control so bad because for some reason Nintendo decided to make the buttons like the exact opposite for like where things are played. Like fucking B is where A used to be, and A is where B used to be, and X and Y are switched around. It's like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Those controls are so wonky.
So I saw they're coming out with the Switch Lite.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's like a cheaper Switch, but it just doesn't connect to your TV. It's just a handheld.
Right.
Comes in turquoise and gray.
Nice. Sounds like a concert of dogs at your place.
Yeah, they're barky. I have a question. Are you hearing me twice? Is there like an
Well,
echo?
I don't I don't think I'm hearing it twice. They're just barking a lot.
Yeah. No. I'm wondering because technically I have 2 mics now, but I think one should be disabled.
I think it's using that one because your quality sounds a little worse than it normally does.
Does it?
Yeah.
Let me check Discord then.
Go ahead. I didn't realize the cats had been like drawing with chalk all over the fucking ship. I didn't realize that till just now. God, these drawings are everywhere.
Okay. Any different?
Oh yeah, that's a lot different.
Okay.
It's
Better?
amazing that I can't hear them barking at all now.
Well, they're not barking anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they're not barking
That's
right
a
now.
convenient timing.
It is. No, it definitely is.
That's hilarious.
But you said you noticed a drop in audio quality before. Is it better now?
Oh yeah, this is like vastly better.
Okay. Uh, what it is the other mic is built into a camera.
Sounds about right.
Uh, it's probably actually a pretty decent quality mic. It's just I'm not used to projecting because I'm used to having the mic right at my face like this.
Yeah.
So I was thinking I have the mic on my headset working, so I wasn't really trying to project towards the mic and the camera.
Right.
Which I actually have it turned on right now.
Hmm.
Trying to get where it sits right, because I know I move around in my chair quite a bit, and sometimes I even sit in it weird. So it'll put me out of frame at times.
Right.
But yeah,
So I'm on like episode 48 of The Unexpectables now.
you are ahead of me.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Because
What was the last thing you remember?
uh, I know that they beat some hill giants.
Uh, that was a few episodes ago, I want to say.
Yeah. I think I might be at the one after that. I don't know. Something like that.
Okay.
So you're not like super far ahead of me?
No, I like just passed you like a few episodes ago or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. These are some very intricate fireworks that they've got going on out here.
They do though.
I can tell you, as someone that has worked with a pyrotechnician, getting shapes out of fireworks is a bitch.
It sounds like it would be.
It is. We had them. They were not this detailed, obviously. But no, we had them like Mickey Mouse and such like that. But those are a pain in the ass. The heart one that right there, that one's actually kind of reasonable. That one's actually a pretty reasonable one. All right, so what are we doing?
I put up a lava psyop.
Oh, okay.
Might as well try and get more of those while we're at it.
Okay, that's fine. I thought that might be the case. I was just wondering, but I also know that you kind of need like another faux ticket from Greatest Jagras.
Oh, that's true. We'll probably do that one as well.
Okay,
I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
Fat Jagras. Fat Jagras. Na 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 na. Fat Jagras. So one thing they're doing with Iceborne is they are going to make elemental weapons actually more important.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's a lot of weapon types right now that their best ones are using an elementalist build.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, Mine is actually one if I could ever freaking get the Diablo horns to drop. I have an elementalist jewel too.
Oh, damn.
I got like two of those things. Not that that matters. There's only one rank to that skill. They spent a lot of time rendering food in this game.
Makes me think of fucking the Unexpectables because of fucking Monty and her like amazing descriptions of food.
Yeah.
like Jaeger would get upset if you got that good at describing food in D&D. Because it'd be like, God damn it, you need to start making these things before you start describing it.
My cooking skill stops at microwave. I've only got like a cooking skill of 1. If we're going off Sims logic.
You ain't no Ty Borpington.
No. Got a cooking skill of 1.
I find it amazing that we actually have a cook that could probably cook on even terms as Ty Borpington.
Cooking check of 30 accomplished.
Near impossible.
By the way, it dropped me down here right near this frickin' thing.
Did it?
Yeah. Oh, so that mechanic is getting changed too, by the way.
What mechanic?
You getting dropped in a random spot.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So the way that's gonna work now, or well, with the update / expansion, is it will either drop you in an area very rich in materials to gather, or it'll drop you in the same zone as the monster. Load in. I found it!
It's like, I found it, I landed on top of it. No, like, seriously, I'm writing it already.
Time for me to suck at video games.
Suck it to the max.
By the way, did you watch any of me and Jaeger playing Remnant?
No, I haven't yet. How did that go? How was that?
Well, interesting. Lana has it too. We're about to play some with Lana probably here soon.
Nice.
Ow. Nope. So, one of the best ways to probably explain that game, though, mechanics-wise and, like, the feel, think, like, Dark Souls with a little bit of Warframe.
Interesting.
Very...
It was one of those games that's kind of like Dark Souls, but
yeah.
I didn't know the Warframe part.
Yeah. It's because, like, the melee to ranged attack is very fluid and all that sort of stuff.
Oh,
and
okay.
also, like, you slot mods into your weapons to cast special powers from the weapon. Which I thought that was kind of neat.
It is.
And you unlock new mods and such by defeating bosses. Also, the maps are semi-randomized.
Huh.
And there's different, like, variations of bosses, like, the first boss was different for me and Jaeger.
Really?
Yeah. It's not like Dark Souls where you're like, okay, time to fight this boss, then this boss, then this boss. It's like, who's gonna be behind this door this time?
Interesting.
Well, it's built with actually co-op and multiplayer in mind. It's designed towards that rather than it being
right.
So they want like, well, let's make sure this has a good replay value. And they did that by doing like random map generation. And so it's very possible for one player to not get a mod or a weapon in their game just because they did not get the boss that gives the material for that.
Right. Which kind of sucks, but it's interesting.
Well, you can re-roll your campaign and reset your world. So even as a solo player, you can eventually get everything. It sounds weird, but it makes sense within the game itself.
Right.
Sorry.
You're good.
That's one slippery lava fish. That sucks.
Yep.
Come on, you stupid frickin' fish. Crap. It's weird that the actual max player amount for Remnant is 3 players, though.
Wait, it is?
Yeah.
That's really weird. I wonder why they couldn't get a 4th person to be on a team or something.
So, from what I've read, because I looked into that, I was like, 3 seems like a weird number. But, it deals with how they did the difficulty scaling for multiplayer. They found with a fourth player, it made things a little too bullet spongy. Fucking hell. You know how for a lot of games like difficulty it gives the enemies more HP and things like that?
Yeah.
They did that. They also made enemies deal more damage in multiplayer.
Right.
And they increased the enemy spawn number in multiplayer. So it's like, what can we do to increase the difficulty in multiplayer? No, here's our options. And they just went, all of them.
Well, most games do that. What I'm more wondering is why they couldn't even it out to get a fourth person in there whenever any other game does that. That's why I find the weirdest part of it. It's like, that doesn't sound like it's any more complicated or different than any other game, but okay. Sorry to say, but it almost sounds like they got lazy in programming the difficulty once it came to 4 people, so they're just like, fuck it, we'll limit it to 3 people.
It is a $40 budget title.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is, but at least they're not chipping you on the price.
It's a very good game for what it is.
It sounds like it.
Also, I feel like with a team of 4, some of the areas would start to feel like crowded, and enemy spawns would make the areas a lot more crowded because it's not that many big open spaces, at least at first. I don't know if it opens up more.
Get your ass over here, you fucking lava mudkip.
Come over here, Mudkip's Alolan form.
Now, is it Alolan or is it one of the other areas? Because apparently there's going to be different types for different areas of the same Pokemon.
I'm still gonna say Alolan because volcanic, and you know.
That would make more sense, yeah.
The Alolan
I'm
region.
surprised they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Great. Try and get out of the way and dodge. It's still not enough because it used that fucking blast one.
Yeah, the Mega Loogie.
He's limping.
I did beat the hell out of him pretty well, because I got into the sweet spot. As he turned around me, he wasn't hitting me, so I was just kept smacking him with my axe.
He's a biscuit. He's a biscuit. I feel like I'm going to start saying that instead of he's limping, he's a biscuit.
Well, Aragon it always is, because he keeps rolling. Oh, that reminds me. So there is one Pokemon that I adore from the name alone, and even though I think it's only rock type, I might have to use it for a while.
Why is that?
Okay, so it's like this little lump of coal with like these red beady eyes, and it's got like this wheel under it, and it moves along via the wheel. And they named it Roly Coly.
What the? So what's the theme of this Pokemon? First off,
It's a lump of coal.
It's the coal Pokemon? Are
Yes.
you serious?
Yes.
Why does it have a wheel?
So the name Roly Coly is funny.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's it.
Pretty much, it seems like.
Pokemon that they just came up with the name and they had no idea how to pull it off. But they're just like, no, we have to pull this off.
It's like a little coal unicycle. It moves around like a little motorcycle made out of coal. I shit you not.
Oh my god.
And I love it. It's adorable. I want it to be. I want it to have evolved forms, and it becomes like rock fire or something at some point.
What's its types? Do you know?
I think it's just rock.
Okay.
But I'd be so happy if that thing ended up being like rock fire or rock dark.
Hey, if it went for rock dark, then it could fit into your theme.
Yeah. Also, that's not a typing mix you see. I don't think there is a rock dark really. There's probably like one or two.
I don't think there actually is. I think that's one of the few combo types that they haven't made yet.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, do it.
Google it.
Do it.
Also, the legendary for Shield looks stupid.
Which you mean like
the title legendary?
Sword? Oh, the shield one?
Yeah.
I like him.
With the freaking mane that turns into a big old shield in front of him all the time.
I think that's cool, considering the fact that the other one gets to carry around a fucking sword. Honestly, I feel like that's the dumbest idea because it's just a Pokemon it's not even a part of the Pokemon. It's just wielding a weapon.
It's smart enough to use tools.
Why can't more Pokemon use tools, though?
Because they're not legendary.
Other legendaries can't do that.
Although, don't pay attention to, like, Girder and that evolutionary chain. Ignore that.
Yeah, that's true. That one does actually use tools. That's another odd one. How come they're the only ones that get to use tools? I bet it has something to do with their like Pokemon description things. Like they have some sort of explanation to them, like the fucked up Pokemon. They have really messed up origins.
Okay, so.
And honestly, I don't see how the Shield Wolf is honestly any weirder than things like a fucking keychain Pokemon or a fucking flower wreath Pokemon. Just saying.
Yeah, but those are fairy Pokemon, and so obviously they're meh. Other than Mimikyu. Mimikyu is amazing.
Mimikyu's not really all that weird, though. It's a bit odd to have Mimikyu whenever Ditto was already a thing, but I believe there's a specific reason for that. Like, it has something to do with its description.
Yes, Mimikyu wants friends, so it tried to copy Pikachu because everybody loves Pikachu. Yeah, it's like super lonely and just it's like super lonely and wants friends, so it copied the Pokemon that everybody loved. It's exactly what it is.
That's adorable.
There is a dark rock.
Oh, there is? What is it?
Tyranitar.
I don't think I've seen that. I'm gonna have to look it up.
It's the final.
Wait.
It's the final evolution of.
That's not the fucking Rex Pokemon, is it? I thought that one was Rock Fire.
It's referred to as the armor Pokemon.
Which Pokemon is it?
Tyranitar.
Oh, that one. That's right. I forget that one's a dark type. That's weird. It doesn't look like it would be dark at all.
Well, all of
It looks like it should be a grass type.
Well, all of its prior evolutions are like rock ground. And then it suddenly becomes dark on its final form.
That's weird. It doesn't even look like a dark type, like, at all. So I guess there's like a mega version of that one too?
Yes. Yes, there is.
It looks pretty cool. It still looks like it should be like a grass type, though.
Why? Because it's green?
It's green, and then when it's like a mega evolution thing, it basically grows branches. Its spikes become more branch-like and grow.
Yet it has grass and none of its typings throughout its entire evolution chain.
It's really weird. Okay, you know what? No, this makes sense for a fucking... Hold on. I need to, like, send you this.
What?
If this was its coloration, its typing would make a lot more sense. Although, I feel like it should have fire with this. Maybe this is one of its, like, Alolan or other areas things. Now that looks dark.
Let me look.
It also looks like a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
That's its Halloween skin. That's what it wears for Halloween.
Yeah, Roly-Coly is just a rock.
It's weird.
It's adorable. It is.
I feel like that's the most gimmicky Pokemon because it is entirely made because of the gimmick of its name.
Okay, I will take that over. Here's an ice cream cone with a face.
I'll give you that. I wasn't meaning it as necessarily a bad thing, but damn, that's true.
Here's a trash bag with a face.
so funny how on some Pokemon, like in any generation, they have Pokemon where they just gave the fuck up on, and ones that they like put everything into.
Here's a Pokeball with a face. Not even a full face, some eyes.
You can imagine the like little crease for the Pokeball is the mouth. It's like a Pac-Man.
I mean, that's literally what freaking Voltorb is.
See, I like the mushroom Pokemon that made itself look like a Pokeball. I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's from the generation everybody hates. Well, I say that, but I don't hate that generation, but a lot of people have a lot of mixed feelings about it because the generation that ones like that got added in was the one where they had pretty much they were putting it all in like a new region.
Uh-huh.
So they didn't have any of the previous Pokemon at all.
Oh.
So a lot of people were upset that their favorites from the past were not in that generation, so a lot of people hated that generation.
Honestly, I find that more interesting.
It was like set in like the Pokemon version of like New York.
See, now I kind of understand why people hate it. I hear that place sucks a lot.
Yeah, not really.
Is it not?
No. Parts of it do, but you can say that about parts of Tulsa. You can say that about parts of anywhere.
True. Yeah, I was about to say, you can technically say that about parts of anywhere. Then maybe that's all I've heard.
Yeah. There's a lot of really beautiful landmarks and such.
Are there?
Yeah.
Define beautiful landmarks.
Okay.
Are you telling you like wilderness type areas, or are you more meaning like great buildings and whatnot?
If you're talking about the city of like New York itself, then there's a lot of really great famous buildings, including things like the Statue of Liberty.
Right.
Wilderness, there are actually, like in upstate New York, there actually is quite a bit of very pretty wilderness still up there too.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. See, when I think New York, all I think about is like
you think Manhattan.
Yeah, I think Manhattan.
Yeah. Which the city of New York as we know it, including Manhattan and such, initially was actually like 3 different cities that just grew so big they just sort of congealed into one big
Jesus.
Massive city.
Is it like the biggest city in America?
It's up there. I don't know if it is literally the biggest, but I believe it is very much up there.
Okay, if it's not the biggest, I want to know what city beats 3 cities combined.
Well, there's like other areas that have had similar effects, but all of it's coastal. All of them are on coastal regions like that.
Interesting.
Well, societies normally very much form around water, so coasts and rivers are where a lot of towns and such initially grew.
That's true.
Oh, I do know what some of the version exclusives for Pokemon Sword and Shield are going to be, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for Shield, there is the... well, one that's going to only be in Shield is Tyranitar. Its evolutionary line is only going to be in Shield. They also get the slug dragon.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah. Sligu or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two are confirmed only in Shield.
Interesting.
While over in Sword, ones that they've confirmed are that dark dragon that gains more heads as it evolves.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, the Hydra Pokemon.
Yeah.
Hydra Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Hydra Pokemon.
Yeah, that one's only in Sword. And the dragon fighting one is only in Sword as well.
Huh. Oh, wait, the dragon fighting one's only in Sword? Oh, fuck. I like that one.
Also, apparently Sword and Shield will have a couple of different gems.
Different gyms?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like, different gym leaders. And different element-themed gyms.
Oh! See, I was thinking Monster Hunter for a second and thinking, like, the decoration gyms.
Oh.
Wait, what gyms are there in Pokemon?
Z crystals.
Oh, yeah, that is true. See, I still haven't even used any of those yet. I've gotten all the way up to the, fuck, which one? Oh, yeah, I just got the grass one. So I just got the one I'm going to be using so far. Because I've got fighting, I've got normal, I've got water, and I've got fire. But I don't have any of those types of Pokemon.
Which starter did you go with?
What do you think?
The cat.
Fuck no.
I am offended. He's the best one.
Sure. I think something that's really odd about the one I took is...
Did you go with the bird that kills itself?
Yes! I was actually just about to make sure that, like, I find it weird how it goes from grass flying to grass ghost, and then you're like, it kills itself. I'm like, oh shit, that's true, though.
It has to commit Sudoku to evolve.
Oh look, it's just the Devil Show minding his business. It must be the apocalypse.
Staring out into the ocean, contemplating, why is that Jagras so big?
That's why he's roaring, he's crying out, why? I'm so hungry, but I can't eat it.
But yeah, Sword has a fighting gym.
Makes sense.
And Shield has a ghost gym.
See, I figured it would have been like one has fighting and the other one gets steel for it. Because I feel like that makes more sense. For the differences between a sword and a shield, at least.
Ow.
Wait, hold on. What? How did you get downed?
Because I was right there too.
Okay, there must be something buggy happening on my screen then, because you were literally behind it whenever it shot that. Like, you were ahead of me behind it while I was in front of it getting hit.
Yeah, Fat Jagras is trapped.
Why are my scout flies being the most confusing things ever?
You are not Nergigante. Quit doing that.
Well, I mean, they use the same skeleton.
He doesn't know that. Next, you'll be telling him that he uses the same skeleton as Kolb Taroth so he can breathe fire. Is he attacking that Devil Joe?
Yes.
Devil Joe looks confused by this.
Yes, he just walked up. He's like, he's like, I don't feel right.
Oh, it's tired. Get it. Get it while it's tired. No, you put that Aptonoth down.
No, put it down.
Bad Jagras. That's a bad Jagras.
Yeah, that's my Aptonoth pet.
That's a fat Jagras.
Hey, I'm fat, I'm big fat. Yeah, I forgot to change to a weapon that'd probably be more effective on him.
Yeah, because water sucks against him. All I can hear is like fat bastard clips. It's like hollering at the others. Get in my belly! Fighting a giant over giant Jagras in small quarters seems like a great idea.
Yeah. It's hard for him to move. I also think Kiro shouldn't be using this loadout because I have a fucking fire mantle on me.
Say hello to my little friend. Say hello to a little paralysis. I almost feel bad for Devil Joe.
Why?
Because now he can't pick on poor fat Jackers.
Did you feel bad for him on that?
It's in his nature. Yeah, whoop his butt.
But I'm hitting his belly.
This particular monster is like Jaeger. No matter where you hit it, you're hitting the ass. It's all ass.
Oh my god. You were here to hear that. Oh man. Oh my god. Now I'm just gonna go and like punch your shoulder and be like, hey, Jaeger, I just hit you in the ass. That's so stupid. He's just barely able to get that past my shield.
Ooh.
Did you get something good at least?
I did.
Nice.
So I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. I got a Mind's Eye Jewel.
What's that do?
If I recall correctly, that's the one where it makes your weapon not be able to bounce.
Oh, that's actually really nice.
It's a rarity 8 jewel.
Interesting. Let's see, we need to do one more event, right?
Okay, yeah. So Mind's Eye prevents attacks from being deflected, also shortens the distance before ammo and arrows reach maximum power.
Nice.
And I think we have to actually beat the event mission, so that one's not going to count.
Oh, right.
But there's an easy way to do that. Like, that's nothing. We can, there's very easy to beat event missions.
Yeah.
We do have to beat like 2 Rathalos though. It's like 1 or 2 Rathalos. I'm not sure.
Regular ones?
I'm not sure if Azure counts. Yeah, it just says hunt Rathalos. Doesn't even specify high rank or low rank. Oh, and it is only 2 event missions we have to do, so we do only need to do 1 more event.
Oh, nice.
We also had to slay a Nergigante. Are you disappointed that the fighting dragon is in sword?
Yeah. And not in mine as well. Also, I just realized I actually have your stream up on the other screen while I have Monster Hunter up. You and I are actually using the same headphones.
Yeah, Black Web.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, so is that the microphone you normally use?
Yes, yes it is.
Interesting. Okay, that's actually really damn good quality for a fucking headset mic.
Yeah. No, this is the microphone I always use.
Let's see.
I mean, I told you that I use a headset mic.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember you talking about Jaeger's audio quality with a headset mic. I'm like, but I use a headset mic.
On average, they are worse.
No, on average they are. No, I understand this. I understand this very well. And I've thought about buying a standalone mic.
You're in my headset, it sounds like. If he wants a headset mic.
By the way, how's the image from the camera?
It looks good. It's good quality and whatnot. It's really not blurry at all, which is actually pretty good.
No, this thing has 1080p resolution.
Damn. Okay.
It's a $60 camera.
Okay. Not a bad price, but that's still really good.
No, it's Logitech's Pro Stream camera.
Huh.
Oh, we're trying this again. You might want to change from a water weapon.
Oh yeah, thank you. About forgot that again.
I put on a paralysis weapon just to be kind of a dick to it. What is Jagras weak to?
I can't remember.
Most things is what I remember.
Except
Fire. Hit him with fire or any ailment.
Okay. Jeez, any ailment is a 3-star. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I'm ready to hunt him.
I think we were getting pretty close. I think what screwed us over is when we both got KO'd at the same time.
Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, oh, fuck. Now we can't go down it any more times.
Yeah. Should have done like a fancy meeting you here joke or something. Gonna take this fat Jagras down. You're gonna get some. Get some. After I take my drugs. Hey Hunter, do you think Jaeger would like this DLC for the handler?
I think I remember him mentioning something of like, well, at least she's more bearable now.
I thought that was I thought that was the summer one where she was like in the bikini.
Well, he was like that too, but I thought he also mentioned it about this one, but maybe not.
I don't know if he's seen this one yet.
Has he not? I could have swore he had before.
No, because the anniversary event rolled in while we were kind of in a lull. I see him. He's eating an Aptonoth already. That fat bastard. You're stabbing him in the stomach already. That fat bastard. Just gonna end everything with that fat bastard.
that bastard.
He carded me, that fat bastard. It feels appropriate, that fat bastard.
That's like a weirder version of my D&D character. Saying "mean" after every fucking sentence. So there was actually something I had a funny idea about why he says "man" after everything. Like, regardless of gender.
I'm wondering if you've enjoyed, like, all the times I frickin' play a joke with it.
Oh, yes, I do. I love it.
Oh, yeah, there's a maple tree man out there, isn't it?
I loved that. I'm like, yes! So an NPC did it. I've actually thought of like several things to do with his little mannerism. Of like, if he actually needs to say "man" is regards to an actual man or anything like that, I feel like I should have him say "dude, man." So he replaces "man" with "dude," and he just says "man" like he normally does.
I'll be honest, I have not been trying to attack the Jaggers. I've just been trying to make him spit up and gather. Ooh, shinies. Ooh, shinies.
How can you make him do that?
By just staying at the perfect range to where he'll try to do that attack, but be far enough away to where it's not actually going to hit you.
If I can figure out his range for that, I'll just stand there and block.
Hi, Devil Joe.
Poor Aptonoth. They're being chased away by the giant Jaggers into a fucking devil show.
Did that Devil Joe just try to throw a rock at me?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
F you too, buddy. F you too. Well, I saw him slam his face into the ground, you know, like his rock throw animation.
Yeah.
How dare you? How rude. I don't have pocket sand, but I have pocket rocks. Sha-sha-sha. Taking a monster down. 4 to 5 damage at a time.
Oh god. That would take way too fucking long.
I still enjoy when I get like a rock kill on something.
I still think that's amazing.
Alright, time to be invulnerable. What? This tail whip still hurt me.
That's weird.
Okay, so I can't be completely stupid and mindless with my temporal on. My entire strategy has fallen apart. I called it the Jaeger.
I was about to say, who are you, Jaeger?
Someone has to channel him while he's not here. Mostly because whenever I stream, if he's not playing, he hosts my channel.
That is pretty great. Yeah, get trapped, bitch.
What are you, Scary Terry?
Isn't that the fucking like Freddy Krueger
Yes.
guy from fucking Rick and Morty?
And he ends everything with bitch.
Yes. Why is that such a great like quirk or gimmick to give characters, to have them say some sort of thing after everything? Oh, for a second I thought he was limping, but no, he's just eating something. I was like, wait, there is no way we are already killing him.
Oh no, we're killing him. He's just not dying yet. Devil Joe is confused. Ow! That had better range than I thought that time. Don't mind me just throwing on a little bit of, absorb the next attack. Because that's all about it's good for, is like one fucking attack. Ooh, another face down. Ooh, another face down. Ooh, another face down. Alternatively, ooh, a piece of Jagras. Ooh, a piece of Jagras. Ooh, a piece of Jagras. That fat bastard. Ow. Ow.
Damn.
Fucking thing.
Fucking fat bastard.
Wait. Do I not have any of those? Am I out of those? Oh, that's right. I don't generally use those on this build. I save those for other things. Help! Help! I am not Naptonoth. Lance Toke, I choose you! It's the Safari Zone. I'm throwing rocks at it. Ow. The fact he went from to the dead sprint and then the frickin' roll.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. He's coming back down after you.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, I'm gonna climb. Oh, nope, he's coming back.
Gotcha, bitch.
Nice.
Well, he's not limping.
Not yet.
Ooh. Pile of rocks. Come get some of this Vigor Wasp.
See this vigor wasp? Not a lot of wasps can do that. Come get some of this vigor.
I feel like certain regions of this map say that there's a lot of wasps that can do this. So do you think the Vigor Wasps are actually, that's actually the pollen from the Vita Lilies?
Oh, that actually makes sense. Maybe that's why there's so many of them around here. Though honestly, there's more of them over in the Coral Highlands in that one area.
Yeah, and there's no Vita Lilies there.
Yeah.
And there's Vita Lilies in the Elder Recess, but no Vigor Wasps.
Yeah, that is odd. Although I feel like that makes sense. Maybe Vigor Wasps just get around somehow. I don't know how when they're carrying all that jelly, essentially, or mist.
Fluid. It's fluid. He is very unhappy with you.
Yes, I can tell.
Ammunition upgrade. Scatter nuts. Ow. Can't wait till I don't have to put my weapon away to use these things.
I know, right?
So they did like list all the changes and such that are coming for weapons, like all the rebalances.
Yeah.
Guess what Sword and Shield gets?
What?
Absolutely nothing.
So basically, Sword and Shield is getting where it's technically worse in comparison, considering everything else can do one of the things that really separated it from everything else.
Well, also, like, a lot of others had, like, their damage or elemental scaling tweaked, or their attack power lowered from one, or increased, for various attacks and whatnot.
Right.
But there was 0 changes to the Sword and Shield. At all. I mean, it gets new attacks from, like, the Clutch Claw and stuff, but, like, balance changes, it's being left completely alone.
Interesting.
Skull.
Or I guess he's not limping, but he has a skull.
Come get some of this Vigor Wasp. Okay, now he's limping. How's that rock steady mantle treating you?
I love it.
Now you just need to get the bebop mantle.
The what?
The bebop mantle.
What's that?
To go with the rock steady mantle. What? That makes perfect sense. It does. You do get that joke, right?
That's a song, isn't it?
No.
What is that from then?
Ninja Turtles, Bebop and Rocksteady, the rhino and the pig, and the warthog.
Oh! I never remembered their names.
Yeah. Bebop's the warthog, Rocksteady is the rhino.
Damn, I got almost as many fucking things from that as we normally do from the fucking Levisioth. Like, literally just one decoration thing away.
Let's see, got an earplug, got a footing, brace, wind resist. Ooh! Thank you very much.
What'd you get?
I got a Sharp Jewel.
Nice.
You know what Sharp Jewel does?
Is that, what is it, handicraft or something like that?
No, it provides the protective polish.
Oh.
Ooh, I got a True Shot. I got a True Shot Jewel too.
I got 4 brace gems from that.
Fortitude, Suture, Scent, Pep, Crisis, Earplug, Meowster, Vitality, Flight, Antidote, Ice Resist, Medicine, Antidote, Specimen, Antidote, Meowster, Thunder Resist, Heavy Artillery, Footing, Vitality, Recovery, Steadfast, Resistor, Antidote, Friendship, True Shot, Recovery, Sharp, Resistor, Brace, Wind Resist, Sonorous, Venom, and Wind Resist.
See, I kind of wish I could trade gems of a certain slot level for other gems of that slot level. Because I have so many copies of Brace and Poison Coat that it's ridiculous and no one needs this many of them, ever.
There is something you can do with spare jewels down at the Elder Melder.
What can I do with them there?
I think you can like melt them down for like other random gems of like a similar rarity.
I might start doing that.
Okay.
So what else do we need to do? Say kill some Rathalos and a Nergi?
Yep. We gotta take down the Hedgehog Dragon.
I kind of want to try and do the... Oh, what is it? There it is. The King's No Fear event to see if that counts for both Rathalos.
We can.
That's an Azure one and a regular one.
We can. That also gives foe tickets of like level 2. Which...
I think I need level 3s.
Well, you just got a level 3.
Okay. Then yeah, I should be good on that then, because I only needed 1.
Yeah, we get level 3 from Fat Jagras. Fat Jagras? Dun, 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 dun. Fat Jagras. Let me change gear real quick.
Okay. I'll need to as well. Or at least change my weapon.
I will need to change weapon as well as a few other things. By the way, there's another quest out there that I adore because it has you fight a tiny Azure Rathalos and a giant Dodo Gamma.
What quest is this?
It's it's one of the USJ ones.
We might have to do that after this. So what are some of the skills that you use for your armor sets normally?
Weakness exploit.
Interesting.
And handicraft.
I kind of figured that one. I know you like your sharpness and whatnot.
Yeah. But yeah, I also have generally a good chunk of weakness exploit, and I try to stay at like 4 ranks of attack, so I start getting that affinity bonus as well.
Right.
Things like that. Other than that, I just move around like various defensive things. Like for this, I've got an antidote and fire resist jewels. Against Fat Jagras, I had like 3 vitality jewels, and some defense jewels. Against things like Diablos, I'll do tremor resist jewels and stun resist. Various things like that.
I think my most common skills that I use are earplugs, guard up, resuscitate just because it comes with the guard up for that charm at least.
Yeah.
And then like artillery.
I don't have any earplugs in my build.
I like earplugs. It really accents a lance or gun lance user more because you don't really get much in the opportunities or chances to do a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
You get more with gun lance because of all the different shots that you can pull off, but you have very precise types of attacks and angles of attacks, so it's really nice to not get interrupted nearly as often, so then I can actually have more damage output.
If I wasn't a crap player, I could completely negate the need for me to have earplugs by rolling at the proper time to invincibility frame through the roar. But I am a crap player, so instead I just stand there with my hands on my ears whenever they roar. Because what do? I play video games badly. Kaz, playing video games badly since 1996.
Wait, since when?
96.
For a second, I thought you said 1896. I'm like, what?
No.
You are not over 100 years old.
I'm a time traveler.
Oh, so you're fucking... Why did I forget his name?
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Was it Kronos?
It's one of the names he used, although that wasn't his actual one.
What was the main name that he used for that setting? Because I forget.
And technically, he wasn't a time traveler. He was a time mage. Just he was immortal. He had lived that long. He couldn't move through time.
As far as we knew.
No, he couldn't.
Well, I mean, technically we could by the end of the setting, but that wasn't.
That was not his
exclusive.
abilities.
Yeah, that was all of us.
That was the setting MacGuffin.
MacGuffin.
Well, yeah, it's what's referred to in a story with the powerful thing that the plot revolves around, the MacGuffin.
Why is it called MacGuffin? Where does that term come from?
I don't know. It's one of those trope things.
Who is MacGuffin? It sounds like a name.
I'm beating up a dragon.
I just noticed you and I are fighting them separately. Let's do this. Let's keep doing this. You fight the blue one, I'll fight the red one.
I don't want to fight the blue one. I like the blue one. Anything, you should be the one that fights the blue one because you don't like the blue one.
I know, but then I have to look at it.
You let the sight of it fill you with righteous anger.
Okay, now I'm thinking of a barbarian subclass that's religious based.
Yeah, Path of the Zealot.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, you know, the one that does not need material components to have resurrection spells cast on them.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's awesome.
It's already a thing.
It's either that or a really mad paladin.
Oh, the timing of that. Your character yelling, "Help, I'm pinned," at the same time mine's like, "I've mounted the monster." That tells us how the different hunts are going.
Well, it ran off now, so...
Mine wishes it could. Okay, now mine's bugger offing.
This Rathos is actually pretty good. He got me midair. I got one of those jump attacks off, and then as I was about to land, he like headbutted me. He's running to go eat now.
Oh, is he? Is he running to go eat?
Yep.
That's cool.
Is yours limping yet?
Yes, he is. I feel like me and Jaeger should do this as a competition against each other.
You should.
How do you think that would go?
I think he'd still win, but I think he has better damage output than me, so I feel like he'd have a better shot.
Well, I used my trap. Polka Rock, go!
I poked his tail off.
Funny part is, I shot a rock at pretty much the same time. I did not cut the tail of mine off. So bonus points to you for that.
I was trying to focus his tail a bit.
I really wasn't. I was just more annoyed of like, get your ass down here, because the move set for Azure has him in the air a lot more.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like wasting flash pods on him. So, we are getting a very interesting monster with Iceborne.
Uh-huh. Which one?
Yangaruga.
Which one's that?
Okay, so there's a dopey bird wyvern called Yonkaku. Yeah, it's sort of like a past game's Kula Yaku, things like that. Except he's got a little bit of a frill and he like spits fire and things like that.
Interesting.
But the species is pretty promiscuous, and Yangaruga is half Yankutku and half another monster.
Oh, I think I remember this.
Know what the other half is?
I can't remember, but I remember there being something like that. I remember you showing me, wasn't it like a pro and a noob plays Monster Hunter type thing?
Possibly.
Where they were fighting that and something else?
Possibly.
Because I think they faced basically the two parents and then fought basically the one and the hybrid. I just can't remember what they are.
Yangaruga is the result of a Yankutku and a Rathian.
That's right. That's right. It is that in a Rathian.
And one of its favorite prey is regular Yankutkus.
It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it chases its smaller cousins and just about anything else it can. But yeah, we're getting Yangaruga and Iceborne. Which makes me wonder, is like, are we going to get Yankutku too?
I feel like we should.
It'd be weird to have Yangaruga, but not Yankutku.
Yeah, it would be really weird. He's drooling. There we go.
No. Blue Rathalos does not count for that.
Yeah. Alright, well I guess we'll have to go hunt under the regular Rathalos then.
Yep. The bastards. Come on, a Rathalos is a Rathalos. So what if someone spray painted it blue?
That was my smallest Azure Rathalos.
So there is a level of Rathalos and Rathian beyond pink and azure.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, silver and gold.
Interesting. What do those mean exactly?
They're even stronger.
Oh, that's it?
And you know that annoying backflip of Rathians?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much all she fucking does. That's all that Rathian does. It just backflips. That's what the world needs. I do not hunt Kushala Daora very much. He's like... Him and Lunastra are like the only two Elder Dragons I don't have at full research.
Let's see, which ones do I know? Are you talking like full research, like the like the scout fly level, or like just the research stuff?
The research level, like the stars.
The only one of those I don't have at full is, well, I guess the Ed Leshen and the Ancient Leshen technically count now too, but Lunastra and it seems that's it. At least for the Elder Dragons.
Yeah. I'm obviously missing Leshen and Behemoth as well.
Oh yeah, I don't have Behemoth on here either.
I have Behemoth on mine. I've done like the first fight against him.
I haven't.
He's a bit more like a legitimate MMO boss. Because he actually has a full aggro mechanic and everything.
Wait, what do you mean?
So if someone does like enough damage to him, it'll generate his hatred, to where he will start. You'll see like this red thread between that player and him, and he will focus pretty much purely on that player.
Oh, interesting.
Flash pods will wipe hatred, so it's a good way to deal with like someone that accidentally took aggro, things like that.
Huh. What about the Challenger's Mantle? What does that do to him?
I'm not sure.
That'd be interesting to find out sometime.
Yeah. And like if you get targeted by his like Charybdis spell, one of the best things to do is like try and run near the edge of a map, because that spell pretty much summons a Kushala Daora tornado around you.
Huh.
And you get a little bit of a warning, so you can try and run to place it somewhere out of the way so it's not going to interfere with the fight.
Interesting.
Yep. We fight another Rathalos?
Yeah. You want to go ahead and fight like a low rank one just to get it done quick?
Wait, I got an idea.
Okay.
Do 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 do. Na na na. Na na na. Na na. We're gonna fight one in the arena.
Oh, okay.
So it is not going to be the Meowscular chef that cooks for us in the new area.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Are we getting a new Phaeline to
Yes.
cook for us? Cool.
The Graham Meowster chef. Not Grand, Graham.
Oh.
She's the one that trained the Meowscular chef.
Makes sense.
And she's just this nice little old cat lady.
She's not a crazy little cat lady, is she?
No. She's an old lady that happens to be a cat. It's not like the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons.
Damn it, I had one shot left.
Ow. Yeah. I'm riding a dragon. I'm riding a dragon. This is how you tame one, right?
Yes, by stabbing it multiple times and then having explosions go off as you're stabbing it. Yes. We're the best tamers ever.
Is this the PG version of How to Train Your Dragon?
PG?
Yes.
What do you mean PG version? Isn't that movie supposed to be PG or PG-13?
I feel like, I don't think a child should need parental guidance for that movie. So that's what PG stands for. I feel like a child doesn't need guidance for that movie. Ow.
Wait, so what is... PG is like the only fucking thing you hear about anymore. Like, that's the lowest that I ever hear about anymore. What's lower than PG then?
Forget what they call it, for...
Is it just G?
No, because that would be the guidance part. But I know there is a rating lower than that, but you generally don't see it on you don't see it on movies that go to theaters a lot, because, well, obviously any child going to a theater is probably going to have their parents with them.
Right.
But that's technically like the rating on like a lot of, kids' TV shows and such, because TV shows have the same rating scale as movies for the most part.
Kind of interesting that they don't just have like video games and movies have like the same ratings.
It's different organizations that handle the ratings. And for the longest time, movies didn't have them, and that's why a lot of really old movies are considered X or unrated.
Oh.
And then video game ones really didn't become a thing until the whole moral outrage of Mortal Kombat, for the most part. Because that was like one of the major ones that brought how violent video games were getting to the forefront. But the rating board of the EOSRB is not technically a government organization. Because pretty much what it came down to is, like, Congress told them, like, if you will not rate your own material, we will rate it for you. And I have no problems with a rating board. There are definitely video games that a child should not play.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm not saying rating's bad or anything like that.
Oh no.
Heck, there's a lot of things that still slip through.
Yeah. You know, now that I think about that, about games possibly slipping through, what did Doki Doki Literature Club end up getting rated as? You know the gimmick with that game, right?
Yeah, I know the gimmick of that game. I am not sure.
I thought what was so funny, so I watched the Game Grumps play that. So for the first few episodes, everything's fine and normal. There's like...
Yeah.
I think there was like a glitch or two here or there, which was like nothing. It was very subtle. But then when crazy shit started happening, it's like, whoa, what the fuck? It's hilarious.
It's probably rated M.
I would kind of imagine because there are scenes of a chick stabbing herself
Yeah.
because she goes crazy.
Yeah. It's probably M. Most games that that level of material will tend to be. Warframe is rated M.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why is that?
The level of blood and violence and the gore from whenever you can actually sever enemies in half and such.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, Warframe is rated M from the violence, so in theory they could have NPCs cussing and such as much as they wanted. I would like to hear Darvo just like randomly put a fuck out there.
Fuck.
Or just the main character, your protagonist character at some point, just on dial optional, to go, well, fuck that.
I really want to hear that. I really.
Okay, so fun fact with movie ratings, even with a PG, I think it has to be PG-13, but with a certain PG ratings, you can still get away with like one fuck in the movie. So, like, one of the memes out there is like, this movie is rated this. Where do you place the fuck? I feel in any of those Marvel ones, it should have been said by Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think they ever cashed in on the fact they gotta fuck.
You get one free fuck.
I know a popular one is Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith. Like, where would you place the fuck in this movie? And it's like the Obi-Wan going like, I have the high ground, don't try it. And it's like, don't fucking try it, Anakin.
That is actually really funny. I don't know why that is.
Seinfeld feels a comedian shouldn't have to cuss to be funny.
I mean, it is more impressive whenever you can do like clean humor and whatnot, but at the same time.
Well, it's like he had one joke that he cussed in for a while, and he dropped the bit because whenever he like took out the curse word, the joke didn't work as well. It was a Superman joke, actually. It was about like how come no one recognizes him when all his disguise is a pair of glasses, and like and the bit is like his disguise is a fucking pair of glasses, and he took the fuck out and it got less laughs.
It is funnier though.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it is.
So fun fact, because most facts are in fact fun. Make some fun facts. There have been actual studies on this. Intelligent people tend to curse more, actually, not less, as the people that try and preach civility try and tell you. Like, no, smarter people actually tend to curse more.
Why do I feel like it's because they're cursing about stupid people?
That might be true. I wouldn't necessarily take it to that extreme. That would need further study. But you know, it's it reminds me of what Einstein said about, you know, like his desk was always a mess, and it's like a cluttered desk is a sign of a busy mind. What does an empty desk tell you about someone's mind? So smart people curse and are messy. And I'm fine with this. And
Josh, honey?
mm-hmm.
You got the card? You didn't read the card?
My wallet's in there.
Oh, well, hell.
Oh wait, no, it's here. Usually it's in there.
Why are you torturing me?
There it is.
I love you. And it was 1,060 in there?
1,050 would be what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense to you? That smart people tend to curse more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've seen a lot of people act like the moment you curse, anything you said no longer has a point because, ooh, you cursed.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there like that.
I know there's a lot of people that don't like cursing. I know that.
But yeah, there's some, like, no matter how right you are, if you use a curse word, you're automatically wrong to them.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Oh, speaking of, wow. Jaeger is trying to insist I play WoW Classic with him. Like, to the point that he's like, I will pay for your subscription. You are playing this with me.
I mean, I'd join if you guys were put to play it regularly, I guess. I don't know that I could pay for a subscription, though, so that's probably where I'd fall off, is once I hit that, like, what is it, level 20 range?
I think for Classic, you can't play for free at all.
Oh. Well, then never mind.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Like, all the MMOs that I legitimately really liked are from before Warcraft existed, and... Okay, World of Warcraft is like the iPhone of MMOs.
It is, though.
It technically didn't do anything new. It just marketed really well and sold to stupid people. If anything, it dumbed MMOs down. Well, you tinkered around on City of Heroes. That existed before World of Warcraft, and look at how much more complex that is.
Yeah.
Star Wars Galaxies existed before before WoW. Think about how complex that is from everything I mentioned. But yeah, pretty much World of Warcraft is like Blizzard going, let's streamline EverQuest and just throw a skin of a property we have over it and try and make a bunch of money. Which are and try and make a bunch of money thing is fine. That's the point of a business.
Right.
but it wasn't really innovative. It was marketing. In fact, the reason I was very annoyed with it post beta is like how it forbid the sides to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Someone needs you to open up the garage door. Well, you in 5 minutes, okay? Or you can do it now. It don't matter.
Alright, sorry about that.
Oh.
By the way, I will say, one thing I like about Alolan forms is, it made Raichu useful. Well, he'd gotten overshadowed by Pikachu for so long, and, like, Pikachu had so many special moves and technically better stats.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like, the first couple generations it wasn't as prominent, but just as Pikachu's popularity became so extreme, like, it became a disadvantage to actually evolve your Raichu. Or evolve him to Raichu.
Right.
And then they made Raichu Electric Psychic, and, you know, to hell with that.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome, though.
And they made him surf on his tail.
He surfs on his tail. Oh, yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he levitates surfs on his tail. Yeah, they made a surfer Raichu that uses his tail as a surfboard. Did you not know that?
I think I forgot about it.
Oh, okay. But by the way, I'm going to send you an image of Roly Coly. So you can see how adorable he is.
I like the chocolate-covered marshmallows on a stick.
Yeah, they got some nice touches with that meal this time.
It makes me really want, like, fudge-covered fucking sticks.
Yeah, I sent you the link.
Oh, interesting. So that's what you meant by wheel. Okay, so here's what I imagined. You said a little piece of coal.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagined something like its head, because you also mentioned the eye. So
Okay.
I imagined basically its head, but then I just imagined that on like a wooden wheel.
Mm.
Like just riding on top of it or bouncing on top. I'm like, how the fuck does this thing work? This makes a lot more sense though, and it is a lot cuter than I thought.
Roly Coly is adorable. Here's some of the other, well, there's some of the other new Pokemon as well.
I want that dog.
The electric Corgi,
Yeah.
the Corgachu.
Quirky shit. That's adorable.
That's not its actual name.
That should be its name.
But it's the...
Okay, the one below it, is that what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
I don't know. I don't think it is just because of the hands and feet, but like the body makes me think of a lighter.
No, that is a steel dragon type.
I'm pretty sure I want, because that sounds amazing. Steel dragon.
And they fight against Tyrannotars. Them and Tyrannotars fight each other a lot.
Interesting.
What do you think of the pile of whipped cream with strawberries in its hair?
I've seen that one before. I feel like it's a cuter and more interesting concept than the ice cream cone. But it still seems odd. It still seems odd that they're making Pokemon out. They're making Pokemon out of food, essentially.
You've seen the cotton candy Pokemon, right?
I don't know if I've seen the cotton candy Pokemon.
You not?
No, I don't think I have. Oh, I've seen that one. I didn't know that one was based off cotton candy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like an evolution of that?
No, they're entirely different
They're just
Pokemon.
different ones?
Yeah. That are also pastry based. Like that cream Pokemon, like every pastry chef in the region owns one.
Makes sense.
And almost all homes have a roly-poly to help heat the house.
That's cool.
I'm gonna go
Wait,
check.
so it's a dark rock type, but it heats things up.
No, it's not. It's just a rock. It's just rock type.
Oh, okay. But doesn't it, did you say it evolves into a...
I want it to. I want it to evolve into something like... I'm hoping it's like this edition's version of like Geodude. It's that this is the rock Pokemon you get early and it has 3 stages. I'm hoping it's like that.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, Ragnarola is another one like that. You know, and it evolves into Gigalith and things like that and has like all those spiky crystals on it and looks badass. I am going to check on the dog real quick because it was laying outside getting some sun, but I don't want to leave her out there too long because she's pitch black and it's hot as hell out there.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm back.
So Lila says apparently in Remnant you should try having the lowest level person host, because it goes off of the host's level for everything. It's basically the host level plus 1.
I've seen mixed reports on that. We can try. Me and Jaeger can try that by joining Lana's game with our higher level characters and see how that goes. But I've heard mixed things on that. I know they were adjusting and tweaking that, so they might have changed that recently though, because they were still trying to figure out how to handle that properly. But at the same time, also starting with characters around the same level as Lana's would be kind of interesting, rather than showing up in all this gear that Lana has no access to at all.
Right.
What damage types does he not like?
Dragon. I know that. I think he doesn't like Thunder too, but I think he mostly hates Dragon.
I don't think that's right. No, he hates Thunder more than he hates Dragon.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Thunder's the 3-star, Dragon's a 2. So like, I know that feels wrong. But I do know Elder Seal hurts against his ability to regrow his spikes.
That is true.
Alright, so changing decorations. Oh, I forgot to change to my Elder Hunting gear. Or my Elder Hunting item loadout.
Right.
Banzai! Ugh. I have not fought a Nurgi in a while. Just waiting for those scales and those spikes to turn black on him because I know they're going too soon.
He still has his tail that needs to grow spikes, though.
Sorry.
You're good. Oh, he might be getting ready. Yep. Oh, he's limping.
No way. Already?
Yep.
No way.
I mean, that's the limp animation. I don't see the skull for some reason, but...
I picked up a footprint and it leveled up the tracking, and I do see the skull.
Okay.
The fuck? That felt easier than I expected.
Same? I wonder if it really makes that much of a difference when I use a fucking lightning lance rather than a dragon one.
I know I used a dragon one because I have the Devil Joe, and that's high Elder Seal.
Right.
That's probably why he didn't get too many spiky bombs off. He's about to get one, because as soon as we wake him up, he's gonna get one.
Yeah.
Okay. One bomb.
And horns broken.
He is stunned. He's like, what the fuck? Good, Palico.
Was that your Palico that just like air bombed him?
Yeah, you saw like just this trail of bombs fly through the sky as he landed over there and like flew through the smoke and hit him. As if my Palico were to say, "You don't scare me."
In all honesty, this does seem to be like the wimpiest nerdy ever.
Ow. Did I kill him by stabbing into him?
I was also doing my Wyvern Sting. So it's gotta be one of them. One of the two did it.
Yeah, because I was in the middle. I was in the middle of my freaking zero-sum elemental discharge where I latch on.
I like just stuck him with the
Wyvern Stake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at his tongue hanging out. He looks so peaceful. Blah.
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 Blah, blah. Oh yeah, we did all the weekly ones.
Daily.
Oh yeah, daily.
Normally they're weekly, but whenever festivals are around, they're daily.
Interesting.
Oh, you're here. And my stockpile of fireworks grows. I'm not kidding, you know how many freaking fireworks I've got?
No, how many?
Let's see here. Okay, so from the Blossom, Spring Festival, I have 182. From the Summer Twilight Festival, I have 155. From the Harvest, I have 140. From the Winter Star, I have 72. And I've currently got 99 of the Appreciation Anniversary Festival.
Wow.
Like I said, more fireworks for my collection. Although the thing I own the most of is files. Empty files. Which
How many of those do you have?
2,388.
Do you really always grab those?
Actually, no.
How do you get those?
I did grab them all the time for a while, but I haven't been grabbing them every time for quite some time.
I stopped doing that so long ago. I have like 399. I stopped doing that so long ago.
I have a couple
this
thousand.
Has nothing to do with Lance.
I have a couple thousand. It's fine. I need to start doing that again, actually.
Why?
I might use a bow someday.
You have 2,000!
I might use a bow for a really long time someday. I don't know. It's such a waste for them to just disappear into the ether. Who casts good resources into the void? What are you, Nathaniel? Yes, that's my segue.
I was wondering, is that your segue? I didn't think segue because I keep forgetting about that word, but is that your way of transitioning into Warframe?
Yes. Yes, it is. But be sure to go down to the downstairs and turn those in.
I did. So I did at least. I believe I'm actually Nightwave Ephemera.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What are you at?
Is one disappointed? Huh?
What are you at?
I think I'm at 20. It's either 19 or 21.
Okay. So then you did get the ephemera.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I think we'll be able to finish it. Because you're not...
How much longer is there?
They haven't set a full end date for this one yet. They said they're probably going to let it run a little longer.
Oh, okay.
They said that last dev stream was like, the last one was extended. This one's probably going to be extended too.
Okay. I might be able to, because I'm only like, I want to say I'm like 10 ranks away. It's a 10 or 11, one of the two.
I'm gonna end my stream and then restart it as a Warframe one.